Okay, let's begin the briefing. Operator Eugene Solano, I'll be keeping you up to date. We've got news that an invading Laysath squadron has just taken off from the Puna Plains, en route for an attack on our position, Aubrey Base. From their perspective, this attack is the final nail in our collective coffin. After all, this is the only base that hasn't fallen under their control. I guess we can consider ourselves lucky. It looks like the enemy has gotten a little overconfident and sent only a small attack force. Griffith Squadron, prepare for launch immediately. Fly around the mountains and avoid enemy radar. Oh, I forgot. The enemy squadron consists mainly of bombers supported by several fighters. Please protect this base and destroy the enemy bombers. If everything goes well, we should be able to get the upper hand on the enemy in this area. All right, please prepare for launch. Let's pay back the Laysath forces with at least one defeat. One final thing. During combat, my codename will be Crux. I will keep you up to date on the battle situation, so please pay attention to your radio.
Hey Grim, yeah, I am thinking about if I should keep like the old save or do like a new save. What do you think? Especially, I don't mind starting over. What are your thoughts? Should I restart it, like brand new save? Like, I am kind of thinking. like doing like a new save, so we don't use anything there. Hey, Bada. Hope we're doing well. You know what? I'm gonna keep like we're gonna keep it like as we did. So yeah. Nope. We're gonna do from 0 here. Wittery. I just don't know. Okay. Get the Camargo here. Can I keep it wet? Same here. These where these they are. Or I'm blind here. Ah. Oops. So we're starting from 0 here.
Okay, let's begin the briefing. Operator Eugene Solano, I'll be keeping you up to date. We've got news that an invading LASAF squadron has just taken off from the Puna Plains, en route for an attack on our position, Aubrey Base. From their perspective, this attack is the final nail in our collective coffin. After all, this is the only base that hasn't fallen under their control. I guess we can consider ourselves lucky. It looks like the enemy has gotten a little overconfident and sent only a small attack force. Griffith Squadron, prepare for launch immediately. Fly around the mountains and avoid enemy radar.
Oh yeah, the music
The
is.
enemy squadron consists mainly of bombers supported by
For now,
several
it is
fighters.
very good.
Please protect this base and destroy the enemy bombers. If everything goes well, we should be able to get the upper hand on
Very
the
good.
enemy in this area. All right, please prepare for launch. Let's pay back the LASAF forces with at least one defeat. One final thing. During combat, my codename will be Crux. I will keep you up to date on the battle situation, so please pay attention to your radio.
And it's nothing. Yeah, it is very good, Bada. Very good. It is very good.
Read you loud and clear. We're coming up on the enemy from behind, just like we planned. You can let the escorts go. Just make sure you take out all bombers.
We'll show them what we got. After all, we're Wheeling pilots. Isn't that right, Captain?
Excuse me, Griffith 2. Please use code names during the mission. Understood. Yes, one guy does everything by the book. Don't think Griffith
No, but this is from the PSP version,
What? Where the hell did they go?
PlayStation Portable.
What? Hold on a second. The city is being bombed. Unbelievable. There are no military facilities in that city. What are you doing? You shouldn't be wasting ordnance. Relax. We're just going to bomb some base in the sticks, right? There'll be more than enough ordnance left to finish the job. One bomber down. Another one has been shot down. Where the hell is our escort? You did it.
PlayStation Portable. Bada.
Target hit. I can't avoid them all.
Like it probably looks good because I am using texture pack, but this is from the portable version.
How many aircraft are left? Somebody please respond. Good too. How about it? You get a kill?
Yeah.
Look at it. Disengaging.
Does look very well. Yeah, very good.
Yeah! Take that! Baked every last one of them. Didn't even break a sweat. Next one, what do you say we head to the capital and take her back right now?
Huh. That is not good.
I'm willing to bet anything they got scared and ran away. I've got a reading on radar. Something's coming in at high speed. It's a missile! What? Where? Where is it? Answer me now! Eugene! The Puna Plains! The missile's coming from the Puna Plains! The Great Mirror? Hey, that better not be what I think it is. It's an SWBM! Get out of here now! What should we do? Where's it coming from? How far is it? It's no use! We're too late! Griffiths 2! Come in, Griffiths 2! Griffiths 2! Griffiths 3! Anyone!
Rip.
The mission was a success. The destruction of the enemy bombers will help keep an enemy invasion of Aubrey Base at bay. However, we also suffered serious losses. There's no way anyone could ever call this mission a success.
Well, it was part of your fault, Crux.
I'm sorry. I couldn't do anything to save them. So that's the super weapon LASAP used to take over all of Aurelia in only 10 days. Who could have imagined that they possessed such destructive power?
Let this be a symbol of the fury borne by our countrymen towards Aurelia.
Such was the impassioned speech of Lesath's commander Diego Gaspar Navarro, as images of the Aurelian squadron's destruction over Cape Aubrey played in the background. A day later, his gravelly voice continued to echo through my hungover brain. October, 1 year after the cessation of the Democratic Republic of Lesath's civil war. After the Civil War, Lesath began to set their sights on their peaceful neighbor, the Federal Republic of Aurelia, claiming retribution for years of exploitation. The invasion suddenly began. With the ever-present threat of the cloaked airborne fortress Gleipnir looming overhead, there was little time to react to the few concerns raised about the validity of the war. Such was the speed at which all of Aurelia fell under Lesath's control. Well, not everything has fallen into their hands, but it's only a matter of time. Looking out over the capital, Gaius Tower is both home to Lesath's Central Command and the very symbol of its power. It was originally intended to be a symbol of Aurelia's peace. How ironic. As I looked up at the sun traveling the same old path across the sky, the rays burned my tired eyes. Damn it. Just wish I could finish covering this completely one-sided war and head back home. I'll never get used to being in the southern hemisphere with its backwards seasons.
Oh. Well, but you always can see the stream later.
The Gleipnir was last confirmed heading southeast across the Puna Plains. However, we lost all trace of it shortly after. Unfortunately, Aurelia's information network can provide no further details at this time. We'll just have to take what we can get.
Hey, no problem, Bada. Have a good rest, and see you next time, or after. You can watch the stream later, so no problem. Have a good one, and see you next time. Okay. We go to the Puna Plains.
The airborne fortress Gleipnir nearly wiped out our entire attack force. Even with you, sir, our remaining aerial attack strength is severely limited. We no longer have the necessary manpower or supplies to pursue Gleipnir. In addition, there are reports of enemy forces gathering at Port Patterson. If we don't move soon, it will only be a matter of time before they attack from behind. Given the situation, we are left with only one plan of attack. On the Puna Plains lying between Aubrey Base and Port Patterson, Lesath forces have hastily constructed a resupply base to house the large quantity of supplies needed to support their troops. Attack Puna Base. Destroy all parked bombers and base facilities. Take away the enemy's ability to fight. If you succeed, we'll gain an important foothold for an attack on Port Patterson. And what's more, we'll gain the supplies we need to win this fight. Unless we succeed in taking this base, that's it for our supplies. Please don't fail, sir.
Yeah. Oh, the napalm here. Going to let you take off, man.
This is Theve. We have an emergency. Come in. This is Port Patterson Command. What's the situation, Theve?
Which choice,
Enemy fire.
Grim?
Reinforcements immediately. Request reinforcements immediately. It'll take some time. We need time to launch. Hold on until reinforcements arrive. Hurry up. If they don't get here soon, there'll be nothing left of this base but a pile of rubble. Another fire. We've been hit here too. Evasive maneuver successful. Hit the wrong target. Retreat. Abandon the facility. Retreat. Crisis one. There's another one.
Oh. Ah.
Never place was hit.
Whoops. I have even more fighters here. Yeah, like, we're not going to have too much opportunities of using, like, using the NPB so much, so let's use it a little bit. Let's finish this off.
Special weapons fire running low. No special weapons fire.
Hey, cool. How you doing? I should have dropped it a little bit earlier.
Retreating Laysath forces have abandoned Puna base. The base, including all provisions stored there, now belong to us.
Hey, that is
Now
good.
we'll be able to provide backup support for our troops. The battle to retake Port Patterson is about to begin. Our scattered forces have come together for this battle. They're few in number, but we've managed to assemble a small ground force. However, the Laysath fleet continues to gather in Port Patterson, and the presence of the Transportation Corps has also been confirmed. Having lost Puna base, it appears Laysath now intends to shuttle in troops and supplies overseas. If any more ships dock at Port Patterson, enemy strength will become more than our ground troops can handle. In order to prevent this, we need you to launch a preliminary strike on Port Patterson. Destroy all enemy supply vessels, landing ships, and freighters. In particular, try to keep as many enemy landing ships from entering the port as possible. Battle supplies must not reach the enemy. The number of enemy landing ships inside the port will be displayed on the MPG in the upper right-hand corner of your HUD. If the MPG reaches the max level, our forces will no longer be able to retake Port Patterson. This time, a substantial enemy counterattack is to be expected. It seems the loss of Puna base has put them on guard. Please be careful.
Alright. Well, we have quite a lot of naval targets here. See what we have here to buy. Yeah, what the can carry? I see. Cannot. Should I buy the A6 or the vegan? Make a choice, guys. I'm gonna turn on the ceiling fan here. Well, A6 it is then. Oh, we got the OASM and the XAGM. AVSM is gonna be very good for this one. Well, at least we're gonna have like the A6 for on Ace Combat 8, so that is good.
Griffith 1, you are cleared for takeoff. Griffith 1, altitude restrictions canceled. Return to your mission. Good luck.
I already can picture the guys doing the final mission for Ace Combat 8 with Day 6.
Clutch to Griffith 1.
Which is gonna be very
Check your
interesting.
MPG on the right side of the HUD. The MPG will display the number of landing ships from the port. Please pay careful attention to the MPG during this mission. So, you're Griffith 1, huh? I'm Major Berkman, Ground Force Commander. There are landing ships within the enemy fleet. We'll lose the battle if a battalion is allowed to make it ashore. Do not allow more than 3 landing ships to enter the port. We'll be risking our necks out here with you. Let's take back Port Patterson. Huh? Wait, I've got something on radar. Put the city on high alert. I don't want to see so much of a kitten out on those streets. Just make sure that bridge is raised. Ready to take it. Engaged. Good kill. Enemy planes approaching. Somebody help us! Enemy ship destroyed.
Morale too low. Cool up.
AA guns destroyed. How many ships are still operational? Enemy ship destroyed.
Your altitude is too low. Cool up.
AA guns destroyed. Enemy freighter destroyed. Heavy damage. All hands abandon ship.
Your altitude is too low. Cool up.
Bridge control room to base command. Commence raising of the bridge.
We're not going anywhere, my friend.
Watch the battle on the port side. This is the 5th Amphibious Unit. We're about to enter the port. You'll be able to acquire supplies after entering the port. Just head for the bridge. We've raised the bridge. Hurry up and get inside the port. Help me! He's right behind me! I'm in. Disengaging. Come to back to our allied ship. Missile on target. FA, hard to port. Griffith 1 bagged another one. Maintain current formation. Evasive maneuver successful. All guns
Indeed.
fire artillery barrage. Don't let the enemy get close. Enemy freighter destroyed.
Let me see what kind of plane it is. If it is like this guy is a name ace or not. Nope, it is. Now was.
Destruction of enemy fleet confirmed. The mission was a success.
We've succeeded in destroying the enemy fleet gathered in Port Patterson. Our ground troops scored a major victory by using the chaos caused by our attack to storm in and secure the port. We freed Port Patterson from the hands of the enemy. It's still kind of hard to believe.
Parts to buy.
The emblem of the Southern Cross. It was on that very day that the aircraft bearing the mark of the Southern Hemisphere brought about the defeat of Laysath forces. But the story barely made the news, and the army showed no apparent reaction. Almost nightly, Laysath's commanding officer, Diego Gaspar Navarro, plays host to grand banquets within Gaius Tower. This evening, he is once again proudly trumpeting the glory of his airborne fortress. I've heard the speech so many times, it feels like I wrote it. Which, in a way, is a good thing, because it lets me concentrate on enjoying the food instead. As I gazed out the window at the night sky, I felt as if even the phases of the moon were somehow at odds with those of the Northern Hemisphere. The words of a fellow reporter, who fancied himself a connoisseur of fine wine, really got me thinking about the price of the glass of wine in my hand.
It does.
One glass of it is roughly equivalent to several years of a Laysathian citizen's salary. Haven't the long years of civil war left Laysath an impoverished and war-torn nation? Whatever the case, much is unclear about the flow of money in Laysath. Ever since I arrived here, I've only covered stories the military had approved. However, this particular mystery just might be worth investigating on my own. The idea was nothing more than the product of an idle mind. At least at the time.
Okay, let's get started with a report of the situation. I think our best option under the circumstances would be to head towards Santa Elva. Santa Elva is a strategic location that we have to pass through to get to the capital, Griswold. However, there are several other strategic points on the way to Santa Elva. Which points you choose and in what order you do so is up to you. It looks like your decisions will affect the course of this battle. I know it's an immense responsibility, but there's no one else to count on. We're relying on you to get us through this. It appears that the enemy's Miller unit is gathering at Kings Hill. It looks like they're trying to take back Port Patterson. I wonder what they're up to. Next, we have reports that the Allied Davis unit is cut off at Stand Canyon. Gleipnir took off from Puna Base and is currently standing by at Terminus Island. With the long strike range of the Gleipnir, there's not much our forces can do. It appears that the enemy is moving towards Stand Canyon to eliminate our remaining forces. We'll need those remaining forces in our attack on Santa Elva, so I think we should probably send help. If left alone, they'll be helpless against the aerial fortress. Just like what happened to us at Cape Aubrey. Also, Santa Elva is a key location for the enemy, and I think they'll concentrate their forces there. We'll have major problems if they send in their aerial fortress. I'll give you more details once you decide on a route. Please tell me which route you plan to take.
Alrighty, now we got we're on the interesting part of Ace Combat X here. We have choices. Just let's see what we have here on the hanger to buy first. Oh, we can buy the pubs. Should we buy it? I think it is, so good. What about parts? What do we have here? Oh, engine. Let me buy things if I pop it. Hey, and we have a Paves here for us already. One of the unique aircraft that we have here. So we do have three options here. Should we go to Kings Hill first? Or should we go for Stand Canyon? Rescue our guys? Or should we go to Terminus Island? Gonna let you guys choose for this one. What do you guys think? I am thinking about... Okay, I think I'm gonna do the Stand Canyon, then we're gonna go for Gleipnir, as we can do like we have like a don't have like an on order here to do. Stand Canyon first.
Allied ground forces are stranded at Stand Canyon. There are members of the Davis unit who were en route to an assault on Santa Elva when they were cut off from the main force. The Santa Elva offensive could use their support, and we can hardly leave them for dead. However, LASAF has already begun mobilizing a search and destroy operation. It's only a matter of time before the Davis unit is wiped out. I think we should launch a strike now and save as many of our troops as we can. Although the area of attack is within range of Gleipnir's SWBM, the very same weapon that devastated our squadron. by implementing shielding and flying low through the canyon. It should be possible to avoid an attack by the SWBM. In the event that Gleipnir should attack, stay below the rim of the canyon, or less than 2,400 feet.
Alrighty. Here we go. Go with the always here.
This is the Davis unit. Is backup on its way? Griffith Squadron is on the way right now. Try your best to hold out until they arrive. Understood. No problem. We can still put up a fight. Casualties to the Davis unit will be displayed on your MPG. The Davis unit will be defeated when the gauge reaches max. Here they come! Prepare to fire! Keep the enemy attack helicopters away from the Allied ground forces. The canyon narrows near the bridge. Please, be careful. They don't stand a chance against the enemy's anti-tank missiles. Show what we're made of! Enemy aircraft sighted. Likely the backup for the ground forces. Don't sweat it! We've got the glacier covering us! They're right above me! Go! What the? The Southern Cross was able to fly a fighter through this narrow space. This is the Davis unit. The enemy is converging on our position. Please, hurry! Airborne Fortress missile launched. Estimated time to impact, 20 seconds.
Here we go.
Below 2,400 feet. Hurry! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, impact!
The only thing that I don't like it is the shaking.
Right?
Jesus.
Sorry. I just can't get the events of the previous SWBM attack out of my head. Stop at all costs! Don't let them intercept Alpha! We're clear damage there. Enemy fire overhead! Watch out for the guys above us! All right, Griffith won! A warning. Davis unit casualties at 25%.
Yeah.
Another one went down. All right, everyone, move it! I see them. Moving to intercept. Keep eliminating the enemy. Here they come. Prepare to fire!
Central weapon fire level low.
Yeah, it is.
Airborne Fortress missile launched.
No central weapon fire remaining.
Estimated time to impact, 15 seconds. Can you make out the enemy base? This place used to be an Aurelian mining facility. Estimated time to impact, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, impact! It looks like they've made their base on the ruins. Stay inside the canyon or you'll get hit by the shockwave. You'd be a fool to be shot down by your own weapon.
Why weird, Fallen?
Enemy attack! Return fire! This Target confirmed. Commencing
Although I do
evacuation
understand
of
because I
Theve unit.
do hear some recycled voice lines here, but yeah.
We've succeeded in rescuing the Davis unit from the enemy onslaught. The men express their gratitude for rescuing them, sir. This victory has also allowed us to begin formalizing a strategy for the recapture of Santa Elva.
Aircraft and parts.
We have an emergency situation. The Miller unit has moved from Kings Hill for an assault on Port Patterson. They reclaim the city almost immediately. We've also confirmed the transport of supplies from the port to Santa Elva via Kings Hill. I had no idea this was in their plan. Sorry about that. On with the update. The Gleipnir has moved from Terminus Island to Santa Elva. They are making preparations to defend the city as we speak. With the loss of Stan Canyon, defending Santa Elva probably took priority over using the SWBM to support their troops.
We're gonna go for King's Hill here, then we're gonna go back to Port Patterson
Intelligence reports that
and maybe
Layset forces are
try to
airlifting
go to
munitions
Terminus
from
Island.
Port Patterson to Santa Elva. We think the munitions are for the airborne fortress Gleipnir. At this moment, there is no information on the enemy transport corps formation. Regardless, the mission will be considered a failure if even one of the enemy transport planes escapes out of the combat zone. Destroying all transport planes before that happens will be the main focus of this mission. How do you want to proceed, sir? Port Patterson.
Rick.
Intelligence reports at this moment, regardless, destroying all transport planes. Port Patterson has been taken by enemy forces, and our supply route cut off. There isn't enough fuel to support an extended mission, so make it quick.
So yeah, it is different in some ways. Poem. Also, we didn't have aircraft we can buy here. It does look different. Yeah, it does. It does. 14 and F-31. Oh, I guess that is the risks that we are dealing with, Grim.
Something's wrong. Griffith 1, does something seem amiss? There are just too many transport aircraft. Decoy aircraft are probably mixed in with the formation. We can't confirm which one is the target. Try to find the real one and shoot it down. Enemy aircraft. Was there a leak? That's what the decoy aircraft are for. Only one shipment needs to get through. That's rejected. We've got precious cargo on board. This is the ground unit. We've secured the down transport. It looks like you got the real target. We'll carry on from here. What are you doing? Increase your altitude.
more cargo planes.
Escort aircraft, get him off of us! We lose everything if this plane goes down.
No central weapons fire remaining.
Enemy shipment destroyed. The mission was a success.
We've succeeded in shooting down
Yikes,
all enemy
B rank.
transport aircraft bound for Santa Elva. This should prevent the enemy from gaining any new ground for a while. Future missions are sure to be less dangerous thanks to your efforts. Let's hope...
Frick. Now we go back to Port Patterson again. Ah, we got the 5e.
LASAP's Miller unit has taken control of Port Patterson. Your mission is to take it back. Reports say that the enemy unit swooped in on Port Patterson from Kings Hill, completely overtaking our forces stationed there. We should have paid more attention to the enemy's movements. This position must be retaken as soon as possible. Port Patterson is an important refueling station. Without access to fuel, our forces won't be able to carry on the battle much longer. Intelligence confirms that the Miller unit plans to use the port complex to shield themselves from our attack. We need to clear them out, but attacking with indiscretion will only result in damage to the facilities.
Oh well.
Without the facilities intact, Port Patterson is useless. Use utmost discretion in capturing the port.
For a guy like me, who likes to destroy everything, it is a bit too much, but okay. I'm not even going to take the UGBL here, because it is a recipe for disaster.
Estimated damage to the port complex will be displayed on your MPG. Aim your attack carefully. We want to avoid damaging the complex where possible. We'll be safe as long as we stay hidden within the complex. This time is mine. Come on. Give me think you're good enough to hit me. If this place is destroyed, it's your loss. Take them down. Enemy up ahead! I see them. Point intercept. Evasive maneuver successful. I'm in. destroyed. This is the Miller Unit 3rd Artillery Division. We're proceeding to Fort Patterson as planned. He attacked by weaving his way through openings in the complex. There's no point in trying to hide. All right, Griffith won! Levitt went down! Unbelievable! His aim is amazing! I didn't know we still had that kind of pilot left. Griffith won bagged another one! That's a lost target! Help me! He's right behind me! Target hit! Hands on them! Missile, get out of there! This is the 3rd Artillery Division. We're en route for the complex. Just hold on a little longer.
No special weapons firing in.
He's shooting up everything. Doesn't he hear that the city's going to end up a sea of fire? He's just bluffing. Hold your position. He's coming this way. Hurry up and get here. Good too. I missed. Damn it. Enemy ground forces eliminated.
Done.
Mission was a success.
We've succeeded in ousting the Miller unit hiding within the port complex and have once again taken control of Port Patterson. This should also relieve some of the stress on our fuel reserves. Luckily, the city survived the assault with surprisingly little damage. Still, the ferocity of the enemy counterattack was completely unexpected. The enemy can take back a point as soon as you turn your back. We'll have to be more cautious of the enemy's strategy from now on.
Right, I think we go for Terminus Island here. Okay, we can get this to the XX-27. Why not? MCP and this so the Ah. Okay.
Terminus Island is home to both vital Aurelian oil fields and the Gleipnir's hangar. Intelligence has informed us that an Aurelian scientist is being held captive within this facility. It's highly likely that he has obtained invaluable information on the Gleipnir, and more importantly, he is a fellow Aurelian who must be rescued. The Allied submarine Naiad will be used in his rescue. In order to draw the enemy's attention from the Naiad,
this is gonna be fun.
the Allied fleet will engage in a diversionary operation. Our duty will be to protect the fleet. The enemy is expected to launch anti-submarine aircraft. Although our main objective is to protect the diversionary fleet, we must also ensure the safety of the Naiad. If you confront any anti-submarine aircraft, take them out as soon as possible.
Ah, the Naiads. We meet again. You guys gonna hear this quote like a lot. SOD here.
To all Allied forces, this is the Naiad. We will be approaching the target shortly. Make sure to draw the enemy's attention your way. This is the cruiser Colossus. Understood. We'll make sure they know we're here. Fire up above. Show us your best. We read you loud and clear. Crux to Griffith 1. Damage to the Allied fleet will be displayed on the MPG. The Naiad will likely be discovered if the diversionary fleet has to pull out. Make sure they survive this mission. Enemy approaching from starboard side. There's no time for evacuation procedures. Just dive into the ocean. All ships capable of attack, follow us. Push them down on the port side. I'm not gonna let them sink us here.
I know this quote. It is recycled from XCOM 5. Go, Naiad, go!
This is the Naiad. We've reached the target. The infiltration unit is preparing to enter the facility. This is the infiltration unit. We'll bring you back something nice, so don't leave without us. It looks like we've got enemy anti-submarine aircraft. The Naiad's going to be pinned down even if they secure the target. Take care of those aircraft as soon as possible. He's shooting. This is the Naiad. Of all the times, we're getting new readings on radar. A large number of aircraft have taken off from a nearby enemy base. Naiad, maintain your present course. You've got to make it out of there. It's no use. An iceberg is blocking their path. All pilots, do something about that iceberg. The Naiad is stuck on a collision course. Clark, the Princess Squadron. Destroy the iceberg before the Naiad collides with it. Is it even possible to destroy something that big? I guess I'll have to take your word for it. Target hit. All right, I dodged it. All right, Cricket won. This is the Naiad. Destruction of iceberg confirmed. Keep us covered until we exit the battle zone. How many ships are still operational?
Increase power.
The Naiad is taking enemy fire. Please hurry to get rid of those aircraft. Get out of there! Damn it! Correcto!
Not those machine guns.
Missile off target!
On I add. Ah, bro.
The mission was a success. The Naiad has returned to port safe and sound. Thanks to the recon data from the Naiad, we've started to make some sense of the Gleipnir stealth system. It'll take some time to fully analyze the data, but it looks like there might be a way to partially shut down the stealth system. This information may help us gain the upper hand in our battle against the Gleipnir.
Alright. Face the Gleipnir now.
Allied ground forces have finished preparations for an assault on Santa Elva. They're the same troops we rescued from Stand Canyon. The mission will be to recapture Santa Elva, a vital transportation route. If we succeed in retaking the city, our capital Griswold will be within reach. Analysis of the SWBM attack at Cape Aubrey has shown that the shockwave of the missile dissipates before reaching ground level. Therefore, an assault by our ground forces has a much higher probability of succeeding. The mission can commence at any time. The Gleipnir has troubled Aurelia long enough. The time has come to drive it out.
I'll probably use the Apavis for this one because of the XMMA.
Griffith 1, you are cleared for takeoff.
Huh.
Griffith 1, altitude restrictions canceled. Return to your mission. Good luck.
Nice, nice, nice.
Something's wrong. The enemy is nowhere to be found. No sign of the Gleipnir. Nothing? That's impossible. Damn, Layseth. What are they up to? What's that sound? Look! It's the Gleipnir! Don't just stand there! Attack! Target the Gleipnir! Go ahead, cannon fire! Hit it with everything we've got! The SWBM can't reach us here, but watch out for conventional ordnance. Look! The disc on the bottom is starting to glow! What's he doing?
And rip.
Vehicles below the Gleipnir were just vaporized. What on earth is that? That's the Gleipnir?
Our ground forces are strong enough to handle it on their own? I don't think so. I can't believe they've made such a terrifying weapon. Sir, Griffith 1, it appears the enemy has some kind of new super weapon. If the Allied ground forces are defeated, we won't be able to maintain our military presence. Casualties to the Allied ground forces will be displayed on your MPG. Protect them and keep the gauge from reaching max. All ground forces have withdrawn from Elva. Understood. Now we can destroy those vile Aurelians with our shock cannon. It's too dangerous below the Gleipnir. Gain altitude as soon as you see any sign that it's about to fire. It disappeared! I lost sight of it again! Optical camouflage system critical! The system won't hold! Alright! Your cover's blown! We're sending ducks up here! Can't somebody do something? It's no use! Damn it! It's time to use an SWBM! I don't care if we sustain a little damage. I want that Southern Cross blown out of the sky! Roger, SWBM standing by! They'll be ready to launch shortly! Pest, it's time you met your maker! The Gleipnir is launched in SWBM! We think it's the same as the one used at Cape Aubrey! It's too dangerous to fly at high altitude. Try to stay lower than the Gleipnir! Estimated time to impact, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, impact! Airborne fortress missile launched.
No special weapons fire remains.
Estimated time to impact, 15 seconds. Estimated time to impact, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, impact! Airborne fortress missile launched. Estimated time to impact, 15 seconds.
I missed.
Estimated time to impact, 10 seconds.
All SWBM launching ports have been destroyed! Damn it! Smoke's pouring into the bridge! Engine 6 is on fire! Power is falling! We can't maintain altitude!
In comes the crow, bro.
The airborne fortress is changing course. It's descending towards the city. Oh no! They intend to use the shot cannon on the city. Griffith 1. Countdown to shot cannon fire will be displayed on your MPG. Destroy the shot cannon before it fires. All surviving ground forces, head for the riverbank. We're gonna fill that beast full of lead. The lives of thousands are at stake. You must destroy the cannon. The airborne fortress is 10 miles from the city. It's no good. Even from behind, I can't seem to get a straight shot.
One more.
8 miles to the city. The Gleipnir is finished.
The Gleipnir has changed course and is moving away from the capital. The controls won't respond. Come on, just a little more. If we can hold together long enough. Please crash into the river. There are too many civilians here in Santa Elva. I will deliver one final blow to the enemy as commander of the Gleipnir. Am I to be denied even that?
Yes.
We did it. The Gleipnir's falling. The Gleipnir is crashing!
We've succeeded in destroying the Gleipnir, as well as taking back Santa Elva. The Santa Elva victory is fantastic news. But even more so, the defeat of the Gleipnir is sure to boost morale and give us a strategic advantage in this war. Luck was certainly on our side, though. With all of that raining debris, it's amazing the city sustained so little damage.
Oh yeah, that is probably like 1/3 of the game here, I think. Oof.
Unthinkable! The chatter of the nightly parties fell into silence. In place of the sumptuous banquet, weapons to protect the capital were rolled in. Griswold is in turmoil over
That
the
is a
shocking news,
fat hind.
but who would have thought that underneath the chaos lay an even greater story? Aurelia's exploitation of Laysath was all a ruse. In fact, Aurelia had been Laysath's largest benefactor in aid. The truth remained hidden from the public, while any aid meant for food was spent on arms. Why did this happen? Why was a lavish party held to boast the performance of their newest weapon? The trail of money surrounding Diego Navarro would lead me to the answer. Diego Navarro is not only Laysath's commanding officer, but also controls their arms industry. He has used continued conflict as a means to amass an enormous fortune. This war was conceived as a replacement for the Civil War to further increase arms sales. I can't help but wonder how much of this truth the soldiers risking their lives for Laysath really know. The classified documents contained much more than just information on the airborne fortress. The transfer of financial revenue and commodities were also recorded in great detail. What does all of this have to do with Laysath's commanding officer Diego Navarro? Even after all that's happened, why does he still seem so naturally at ease? I've unwittingly found myself fearing for the safety of the Southern Cross.
All right, let me brief you on the main locations on the route to Griswold. Sir, please choose a route. First, remnant enemy soldiers are regrouping at the Kalana Steps and are planning an attack on Santa Elva. They currently aren't a threat, but we're curious as to what they're planning. I guess we're not much different from them in size or strength. The enemy Special Forces Skilla unit has set up camp at Sachana Air Base. They're not a squad you want to take on directly, but they're currently busy preparing to send reinforcements to the Kalana Steps. This might be the perfect time to catch them off guard. It appears that LASAF forces are shipping supplies to a large-scale manufacturing plant in Montebriz. It seems that they're manufacturing something, but there is a large radar facility close by on Mount Nevera. The Nevera jammer is located there, and we're unable to monitor their movements. The jamming extends as far as Griswold, so we need to do something about it. Although we really need to find out what's going on at Montebriz as well. Our capital is not far ahead. However, Griswold is heavily fortified and protected by the Mezim cannon. Fierce resistance is expected, but we must pull together and take back Griswold.
I was going to say, like, this guy Diego Gaspar Navarro, it is one of the guys, like, one of the most despicable guys on the Ace Combat franchise here. That guy, it is like straight out evil. We got the Fregata. What does it have? Oh, fire bomb. Oh. Got it. So yeah, I think we're gonna go the Kawana steps here. Then we're gonna go for the Raven Woods here. Then we're gonna go for the Jammer and the Mount Nevera.
We have obtained information that enemy stragglers from Santa Elva are gathering on the Kalana Steps. Unless we move now, we risk the enemy launching another incursion on Santa Elva. It appears that they are also expecting reinforcements and supplies from the Sachana Air Base to the northeast. If the remnant forces and the reinforcements are allowed to regroup, they could pose a problem. We need to attack now, while they are defenseless, and take them out of the battle for good.
Alrighty. Yeah, let's use the Frigate. I think it is like a fitting aircraft for this mission. The FAB. And now this is one of the strangest aircraft, but I still like it.
The target enemy destruction ratio will be
4
displayed on your
engines here.
MPG. Continue to destroy enemy targets until the number reaches 0. What a desolate place. Just wait a little longer. Reinforcements will be here before long with fresh supplies. Then we should be able to stick it to those Aurelians again. The enemy aircraft! The Southern Cross? Isn't that the guy who destroyed the Glacier? So you've just been waiting until now to strike. Our helicopters don't stand a chance against their fighters. Chance? The tanks are in the way! Stop messing around! We need to get to the main unit! The unit's not gonna die here! Forget about the counterattack. Concentrate on staying alive. Alright, I dodged it! Enemy fire overhead! I'm out of ammo. I can't do anything. Hold on! That might well be their source. In this open space, we're like fish in a barrel. It's only a matter of time before we're decimated. I'm hit! I'm going down! He's shooting! Damn it! Another one went down!
It is so strange, but I like it. The Brigada.
Damn it! Bastard! Hey, look! Isn't that one of ours? What? Increased enemy numbers on radar. Enemy reinforcements? So many. Where did they all come from? Quick! What's going on? I didn't hear anything about enemy reinforcements. I'm sorry, they're using stealth. I didn't see them on radar. Look, our guys. Reinforcements from Takana Air Base have come. We're saved. Kick some ass. Take out Nemesis. Your MPG has increased due to enemy reinforcements. You can yell at me all you want when you get finished. Just make sure you come back alive.
Special weapon fire running low.
Here they come! Prepare to fire! Return fire! Shoot! Hurry, fire!
Ah, sad, but
Alright, I dodged it!
oh, let me get that guy which is running away here. Yeah, understandable.
Evasive maneuver successful.
additional weapons fire remaining.
Clutch to Griffith Squadron. The mission was a success. Good job, Griffith 1.
The concentration of enemy troops on the Kalana steppes has been eliminated, allowing us to concentrate on Santa Elva. We can now freely continue our advance without having to constantly watch our flank. I apologize for letting enemy reinforcements get the drop on you. I should have been paying more attention to their movements. It won't happen again. That is all.
Huh. Okay, I think we have like time to do one more.
The Skilla unit has left Sachana Air Base for Mount Nevera. Unfortunately, radar interference has prevented us from pinpointing their exact location. But we believe they have abandoned the Kalana steppes to protect the Nevera jammer.
Oh, the Cariburn. We don't have money yet, sadly. If I have to sell, I'm gonna have to sell like either the Fregata or the Apavis. Okay, well, let's sell the Apavis here. Because I do want to use the Cariburn here, Cariburn. Of all of these aircraft, the Cariburn is one of the most that I like. We go for the Ravenwoods here. Then we're gonna go for the jammer operation. The next stream.
In order to ensure our bid to capture the capital is a success, we need to first take back Sachana Air Base. Sachana Air Base is our country's largest air base. The enemy incurred heavy losses during the previous battle at Kalana Steppes, resulting in a near complete loss of air power in this area. However, enemy ground troops have already begun to form a formidable intercept force in their stead. The surrounding woods would put our ground troops at a distinct disadvantage, so a helicopter unit will be used to carry them in. Your mission, sir, will be to protect the helicopter unit until they can safely land at the target. Intelligence reports that enemy troops trained in guerrilla warfare and familiar with the terrain are holding this point. Infrared sensors have been attached to the HUD to help locate enemies hiding in the forest. The heat signature from an enemy's weapon will appear on the HUD whenever they fire. Use this chance to lock onto the target. Draw enemy fire and take out as many enemy positions as possible to ensure the safety of the helicopter unit.
I don't doubt. Don't doubt.
We're just going to concentrate on making it to the base. We won't be able to handle the enemies hiding in the forest, so we're leaving them up to you. Damage to the helicopter unit will be displayed on the MPG. Keep an eye on it. We won't be able to take the base without them, so make sure they get there intact.
Oh yeah, the song, it is good. Very good. I don't remember doing this variation of this mission, but It is me!
All there, crafty criminal! Stop them before they reach the base!
Ow. Hurt quite a lot.
Allied helicopter unit damaged at 50%. Please protect them. Griffin, point back another one. Sam destroyed. Damn it, I can't hit him. The helicopter unit has landed at the base. The mission was a success. The helicopter unit is securing the base. Please stand by until they finish. Griffith 1, begin landing checks. You're clear to land. Touchdown. 2 miles to touchdown. 1 mile to touchdown.
Me too,
You're
Fulham.
coming in too fast. Slow down.
Me too. They do kind of need to introduce like more unique aircraft,
Stand by and prepare
like
for
they
your
did
next
with Ace Combat X. They don't need to be like top tier planes. Like do like the Apalis, the Carryborn, and the Fregata, things like that.
The helicopter unit has brought Sachana Air Base under their control. The mission is a success. Air power from the base will be a vital asset, especially in the battle to retake Griswold. I have the feeling the day of our capital's liberation is not far off.
Yeah, rank B. And this one was hard. Not very good with an escort mission. Alrighty, everyone. Let's see what we have here before we end it. On King, Apalis, Fregata. Ah, the F2. Okay. Well, that was it anyway, guys. Gonna end it here for today. I think like maybe I don't remember exactly how many missions there are, but I do think that we probably one more stream and we can end this Ace Combat X. I don't remember how many missions there are, but depending on which route I can do or not, I think I can speed it up more. Not that I have like any hurry to cover it, but depending on the way that it goes, I might have expedite a certain plan here related to Ace Combat 7. We're going to cover Ace Combat 7. So yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go for here. Thank you very much for company, Train, Poem, anyone that stopped by. So yeah, I'm gonna go here for today. Have a good rest of your Sundays, and we'll see each other next week. So take care and see you guys for Discord or next week. Bye bye.